Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Okay, so we already know that Shakur Stevenson, by his own admission, he turned down not one but two offers to fight for all of the belts at 135 against the undisputed champion, Devin Haney. Now we find out that Shakur Stevenson, he stood to make $8 million for an undisputed title shot. $8 million is a lot of money to turn down, especially when you consider the fact that according to reports, Shakur Stevenson, he made $2.5 million in his very last fight. The son of Shakur Stevenson's first promoter, he went on the Boxing Voice and he revealed all of this. He also revealed that when Shakur Stevenson showed up at that party that Devin Haney was at in Houston, that was all planned. The whole, put up the sign the contract sign. They knew Devin Haney was coming to this party a week in advance. So they had set this all up. Remember, guys, when Devin Haney and Bill Haney had their meeting with Bob Arum, they asked Bob Arum, hey, what's up with this contract that Shakur is telling us to sign? Bob basically said there is no contract. Boxers don't send out contracts. I don't know what Shakur Stevenson is talking about. That is exactly what Bob Arum said. So now we know why a lot of this stuff didn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to go ahead and play a clip of exactly what this guy, Jay Prince Jr., said on the Boxing Voice podcast, and then I'm going to give my final thoughts on it.
Exactly. So,
you know what I'm saying?
So if they advise him not to take an offer, that's his prerogative and discretion to go off that advice. But he could have took the offer. Because a lot of you guys say...
Let me ask you this, man.
A lot of you guys say he wants to fight everyone, but bro, there was an offer for Warrington that he also didn't take.
Let me ask you this, Ness. All right, if Shakur fights him now, right, this year, right, and let's say, just a rough estimate, he would get that 25%, let's say $8 million, right? If he fights him next year, he can make 16, close to $20 million.
So why ruin the relationship if you never really wanted to fight him?
He does want to fight him. Who are you talking about, Shakur?
Absolutely. You're saying, why fight him now for 8 when we could fight him next year for 16? So I'm saying, so then why tell everybody he's ducking? Why send bottles? Why ruin a relationship that was a friendship? I'm lost here. If we both know we not going to fight because there's more money next year, why is we cursing at each other, talking about each other, family, all this? I mean, you tell me.
It's not adding up. You heard the guy say it wasn't up to Shakur. If it was up to Shakur, he would have already fought Devin Haney. Shakur himself has never said, it's not up to me, guys. If it was up to me, I would have took it, but it's not up to me. Shakur Stevenson turned down an estimated $8 million to fight for undisputed for all of the belts against Devin Haney. That would have gave him extreme leverage to possibly negotiate with Gervonta Tank Davis in the near future if he were to get past Devin Haney. Instead, he's going to fight Frank Martin for probably around $2 to $3 million. You guys heard the guy that was representing Shakur Stevenson. He said the fight would be better off happening next year because they could possibly make $16 million as opposed to $8 million right now. That actually sounds like the same thing Teofimo Lopez Sr. said when he had said it don't make no sense to fight Shakur, to fight Gervonta or Devin Haney. It don't make sense to fight them right now. Let's fight them when we can make a lot more money, etc., etc., etc. Senior said that, and Lopez Jr. said the same thing. He said, those fights shouldn't happen for another 3 or 5 years. And both Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson's team, they were both in a position to fight for all of the belts and truly become undisputed. Once again, the guy that was talking, he implied that the fight would be better off happening later as opposed to happening right now. This is something that Devin Haney used to always say. That fight is going to happen down the line, et cetera, et cetera. But recently, Devin Haney, he decided to stay at 135 and try to make these fights. Remember, Devin did not have to stay at 135. He could have just vacated all the belts as soon as he beat Lomachenko. But he decided to wait around and send an offer to Shakur Stevenson to see if he would take it. And Shakur Stevenson, once again, he could have forced Devin Haney to vacate the belt, which would have really made Devin look bad. If Shakur would have took this fight to purse bid, Devin Haney would have been forced to fight him or vacate the belt. So outside of Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis, there's not too many guys that Shakur Stevenson can fight where he will make $8 million or even $6 million. Remember, guys, it was Shakur Stevenson saying that, the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, that makes more sense business-wise. And the Devin Haney fight makes more sense legacy-wise. So if you're comparing the Devin Haney fight to the Frank Martin fight, then you would have to say the Devin Haney fight, it makes more sense business-wise and legacy-wise than a Frank Martin fight. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.